looking at technology acquisition. And technology, I mean, all of us and industries know that it's the prime differentiator in today's competitive environment. And all the companies, they are vying for acquiring or having the latest technologies in their own areas so that they can have a larger market share and they can be more successful in the times to come. And we also know that technologies can be developed in-house through in-house R&D, and besides in-house R&D development, technologies could also be acquired to save on maybe resources, time, etc. And then our companies have developed sufficient experience that obviously when they acquire some technologies, so they may not be the most appropriate one for the current environment, but they have over the years developed sufficient expertise to add value to those. So there are various ways to, I mean, have their own niche in the market for the companies. Either, I mean, they can have a mix of development, they can have acquisition, they can have collaborations. So I would just throw some light on this patent acquisition, I mean, on which we are having this workshop today, and I would like to use a small presentation for that. So with your permission, I would like to begin my presentation. So I mean, we all of us, as I told, we know that modern products these days, and these patents are held by different parties. And if you know that the number of patents, if you see in the pharmaceutical area, each drug is protected by multiple patents, and on average, it is said that 2.5 patents per drug, and which has increased to 3.5 in the year 2005. And some of the best-selling pharmaceuticals, they are even protected by 5 patents. And if you see the products in the IT area, and they incorporate a vast number of different components, and each of those components are in turn patented by multiple parties. So we have a scenario wherein products have multiple patent protection. So if I would like to give some examples of some of the products, like for example, if you take the LED lamps, light emitting diodes. So we have patents in the area of emitter layer of LED. Then there are patents in the area of substrate shaping for systems and methods of packaging LED devices, and patents related to photon tunneling light emitting diodes. So there are in the single product itself, there are multiple facets on which different companies take patents and they protect. When a single company wants to manufacture that particular product, so he has to look at all those patents. Similarly, if you take photocopier may have a patents for photoconductive drum, then patents for technologies for exposure developing in fusion, for which toner image on the surface of drum is transferred from drum to a piece of paper. Then similarly, if you see in the area of mobile technology, I mean, there has been a host of patents in this area, and it is said that 25% of all the existing patents in the area of mobile technology would be in this area. And then Samsung is the company which leads this pack of patents in the area of mobile technology. And just about 10 years or 10 to 12 years ago, that was only 5%. So mobile technologies are really taking us by storm, and the entire patent scenario is being dominated by the mobile technology. So therefore, I mean, the conclusion is that there's any single company, if it wants to manufacture a product, it might have a certain, it might have 1 or 2 patents in particular area, but it has to scan the entire patent portfolio and see that what are the other patents which are held by other companies in that area, and it has to negotiate with them, it has to acquire them, and only after doing that it can go ahead with commercialization.